This is Alan with the Grilling Network. Welcome. Today we got something special lined up for you, and that's a tequila lime roasted chicken. We're going to use our Big Joe from Kamado Joe. Let's go ahead and get this bad boy fired up. To start off, you're going to need about 8 to 10 limes. You're going to want about a cup of juice from the limes. So let's go ahead and cut some of these open, and we're going to go ahead and juice it. You can get a juicer that helps aid into it and it'll make it a lot faster, but you get the idea. We're going to go ahead and also use the zest of 1 lime. So just go ahead and get a nice little zester, and then just add that to your mixture. All right, to that we're going to add a ½ teaspoon of kosher salt. We're going to add a teaspoon of chipotle. That will add a nice little kick to it and a little bit of a smoky flavor. We're going to add a 1/4 cup of cilantro. And I've already juiced about a cup of lime juice. We're going to add that to it. Now the important stuff, tequila. We're going to add a 1/4 cup of tequila. It doesn't have to be a good grade of it because it's going to evaporate into the chicken. The next step is to do a simple brine. If you want a good tip, and that is when you're cooking chicken or any kind of poultry, is to do like this simple brine. This will go good for anything. You want to brine it for about 2 to 4 hours, and this will add an amazing flavor and juiciness to your chicken that you've probably never had before. So let's go ahead and get started. 1 gallon of lukewarm water. Obviously this is a smaller container. I'll go ahead and add the rest of the water later. But you want 2/3 of kosher salt, and you want 3/4 cup of granulated sugar. I'm going to go ahead and mix that up, add it to a gallon or 2-gallon Ziploc bag, toss in the fridge for 2 to 4 hours. For this cook, we're going to be using lump charcoal. I'm using royal oak. You don't need to add wood for this cook today. The smoke that you're going to get from the lump itself is going to be sufficient. We're using Kamado Joe's flex rack system. This is their new design allows you for a split rack and various configurations. The new thing to this is the new X rack. This allows you to elevate your heat deflectors at different levels. You can put it at a lower level or higher level. So let's go ahead and get this bad boy fired up. And I'm just using it like a little blowtorch and to light various parts of this. And what you want to do is just light different areas of it. Give it about 5 minutes, and that should be sufficient to get this thing started. We've got both the top vent fully open and the bottom vent fully open. So let's go ahead and check back in about 15 minutes, and this thing should be ready to start cooking. We're shooting for 425 to 450, and I'll show you how to fine tune that. What you ideally want to do is watch it. It takes like 15-20 minutes for it to come up to temp. Once the temperature comes within about 100 degrees Fahrenheit of the temperature that you want to obtain, all you have to do is start closing this bottom vent. And a good rule of thumb, 1/4 to 1.5 inch closed. And then you'd start closing the daisy wheel at the top. And there's adjustments on top of the daisy wheel to fine tune it. So we're gonna go ahead and do that here shortly. We've got the chicken right here. I'm gonna go ahead and set it on top of the chicken stand. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap the legs around, sitting pretty. There we go. Perfect. We'll go ahead and I've already placed the mixture inside, or the liquid inside the chicken stand. I've got about a third of the remaining liquid right here. We're just going to go ahead and baste it. That way some of that cilantro and garlic sits on the outside of the chicken. I can smell the tequila. This is going to be one phenomenal cook, guys. All right, so what we're going to do is at 425 to 450, it's going to take anywhere from about an hour to hour and a half. So of course you're going to check about 45 minutes, 50 minutes in. You're shooting for 160 on the breast and 180 on the dark meat, which is the thigh. So we'll go ahead and let this go. I'll check back periodically to baste it, every 15 minutes or so. Take a reading. We're hitting 182, so that's done. And back here, I've already tested it. We're at 162. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this bird off. It smells phenomenal. I can't wait to carve into it and give it a try. So we'll go ahead and pull this off camera. Can't wait to taste this bad boy. I mean, this thing is moist. The juices are coming out. So let's go ahead and look at that. Look at the juices on that. Let's go ahead and give this a try. Wow. That is phenomenal, guys. I want to thank you guys for stopping by and watching my video. Would like to hear from you if you have any suggestions. Until next time, guys, we'll see you then.